Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see specifications, its purpose and types. What is specification? What is the purpose of specification? And what are the types of specification that we are going to see in this video. So let's start with the video. See, first, what is specification? Specification describes the class of work, then material to be used in the work, workmanship to be adopted, etc. See, what will specification describe? It will describe what is the class of work, what materials to be used, what quality of material you should use in the construction work, whether it is low quality material, medium quality or high quality material you should use in the work. Then what type of workmanship you should adopt for a particular item of work, that is described by the specifications. And see, it is important for the execution of work, as the cost of work will depend upon specifications. See, specification will give you nothing but the quality of material, what type of workmanship you should adopt, that it will describe. So mainly, what are the main factors that affect the cost of work? They are materials and workmanship. So as the specification describes about the material and workmanship, so the cost of work will depend much on the specifications and also on the execution of work. And see, specifications are nothing but written requirements for a material, what type of material you should use, or written requirements for the service you are giving or service you are providing for a particular proposed project, such as building or bridges or roads or etc. Then it also forms an important part of contract document. Why so? Because it gives you a proof about what type of material you are using, so you can compare that whether your contractor is doing the work as per the contract document, as per the specifications which are mentioned in the specification, what quality of material is mentioned in the specifications. So whether contractor is doing the work as per the specifications or not. So it will form a very important part of contract document. And specifications are required to explain the quality of different materials. It will explain what quality of material you should use, each and everything about material. Then it specifies also the workmanship and method of doing work, as I told you previously. Then there are two types of specifications. First one is general specifications and second one is detailed specifications. Let's see first general specifications. See, in general specification, nature and class of works, then names of materials that should be used are described. What is described in general specification? Nature, class of work and names of materials. And see, only a brief description of each and every item is given in this general specification, not a detailed one. As the name says, it is a general specification only, so it will give you a brief description of each and every item which is given in the general description. And general specifications do not describe any particular item of work, but it will refer to the complete work. See, this is very important point. General specification will not describe any particular item of work. It will just give the brief description about each and every item, and it will give total description about the complete work. Means it will give you the specifications about the complete work, and it is useful for the estimating the project, and it does not form a part of contract document. As the contract document, it is not, specification is nothing but a proof for the contract document, so we cannot use general specifications in case of contract documents. So it will not form any part of contract document. You cannot use this type of specification in the contract agreement or contract document. Then the second type of specification is detailed specification. See, this type of specification will describe a particular item of work in detail. It will give you the detailed specification. As the name says, it will give you the detailed description about the particular item of work. And the detailed specification will all form a part of contract document, as it is giving complete guidance about the material to be used, workmanship to be adopted. It is giving complete description about that particular item of work, so it will form a part of contract document. And detailed specification specifies the qualities, quantities, and proportion of material. What quality of material you should use, in what quantity you should use it, what should be the proportion of various materials, such as, for example, you are using concrete. So what should be the proportion of concrete in a particular item of work? Then what is the method of preparation and execution of particular item of work in a project? So all these things are described in detailed specification. Then detailed specification of different items of work are prepared separately, because we have to give detailed description of each and every item. So for different items of work, it is prepared separately, and they describe the work and how the work shall be executed. In detailed specification, it is also given that how you can execute the work, particular item of work or total work. While writing this detailed specification, the same sequence is maintained. Remember this, if you are writing, whenever you are writing the detailed specification, the same sequence is maintained as the work to be carried out on site. Means if you are doing the excavation, then you are doing the PCC. So in the same pattern, in the same manner, you are following the detailed specification. You are writing the detailed specification in the same manner as the work is to be carried out on the site. Now let's see what is the purpose or what is the importance of specification. Why we use specifications? We have seen this in the description, but in the exam it may ask that write down what is the purpose of specification, what is the importance of specification. So from exam point of view, you have to write down some of the points, maybe 8 point 10 points. So let's see them one by one. What is the purpose or importance of specification? See, the main purpose of specification is to provide description of work. What is the main purpose of specification? Is to provide the description of work, necessary information which cannot be obtained from the drawings. As we know that drawings will guide you about the work, but there are some points which cannot be described in the drawings. So for that you will have to refer specifications. So specification will give you the guidance, or it will give you the description about the work which cannot be explained in the drawing or which cannot be obtained from the drawings. Then specification of work is required to describe the quality and quantity of different materials required for the construction work. As I told you in the previous slides, that specification of work will describe you the quality of work, what quality of work you should use, and what is the quantity of different material you should use, what is the proportion of material you should use in a particular item of work, that it is described in the specification. Then it forms an essential part of contract document. As I told you before, that it will form an essential, especially the detailed specification will form a contract document, a part of contract document. Then specification specifies the type and nature of workmanship to be adopted. What type of workmanship you should use, what type of or nature of workmanship you should use, that is described in the specification. Then it also specifies method of doing work, what method you should use. Then specification is required to make the payments to the contractor. This is very important. As I told you before, that contractor will be paid according to the work done by him, whether he is doing the work as per the specification, as per the quality mentioned in the specification, whether he is doing that work or not. So depending upon that, you will pay him. So the payments will be made to the contractor as per the work carried by him, as per the specification. Means whether he is completing the work, particular item of work or total work, as per the specifications or not, that you can check. So specification will be very much required to make the payments to the contractor. Then specification is also necessary to specify tools, equipments and plants to be engaged in a work. What type of tools you should use, what plants you should occupy, or what equipments you should use, or what are the various tools, plants and equipments you should engage for a particular work, that is mentioned in the specification. Then specifications are also necessary to do the supervision of work. For example, a site engineer has to do the supervision work. So for the supervision work, what he will refer? He will obviously refer drawings and the specifications. So specifications are very much important at the time of supervision also. Then specification of item of work are required by the contractor to fill the rates of items in the tender document. For example, if a particular contractor has to fill the tender document. So at the time of filling the tender document, he should have the type of material or what quality of material he will be giving to the owner, or what quality of workmanship he will give to the owner. So specification will guide him at the time of filling the rates in the tender document, because he will decide the rates depending upon the specification, whether the quality of material is low quality, medium quality, or high quality. Then it enables department engineers as well as architectures, contractors to define, procure, and check materials quality as per the specification. What it will help? It will help various engineers, architects, and contractors to define, procure, and check materials quality as per the specification, whether the material quality is as per the specification or not, which is mentioned in the specification, that is same or not. Then specification are also required to clarify the drawings. For example, if there is a drawing and it is not very much clear that this what the drawing is describing, or especially in that case when some things or some points are not clear in the drawing, so it will help in clearing those doubts which are not mentioned in the drawing. Then it serves as a guide to the supervising staff of owner as well as the contractor. As I told you, it will help in supervision of the work, so it will give guidance, or it will work or act as a guide to the supervising staff of owner as well as the contractor. And last point, specification is an essential contract document which play important role at the time of arbitration and court cases. For example, there is a dispute between contractor and owner, maybe due to whether the quality of material is not as per the requirement, as per the for example, contractor has not used the same quality of material which was mentioned in the specification. So what will be the proof here? At the time of any dispute or arbitration, the only proof will be specification, because there is mention in the specification that this quality of material should be used, this type of workmanship should be adopted. So specification will act as an important part or important thing at the time of arbitration between the owner and the contractor, and it will also help in the court cases because it will act as a proof. So this was the video about specification, its purpose and types. Thank you.